Hello everyone, I hope you are all well. So let's see what is next week going to bring for you. Let's see next week what is going to bring for the viewer. So I have gambling, problems with addiction of gambling, bad finances, move on, Mercury retrograde, earth sign, and intuition. Okay, so for some of you, I feel like you are dealing with somebody who they enjoy gambling, or they're just going through some financial problems, or they're just not very good with their money. Basically, they just spend too much money, or if I can say more than they can have. Okay, now for some of you, I feel like you obviously you still like this person, but still you feel like this is a waste of time because either they just not changing the behavior and they'll keep saying to you that yes, I will change and everything is going to be okay, but you still don't see any changes in their behavior, and you just decide that, you know, I'm not going to waste my time, I'm not going to give you another chance. Okay, and you just pretty much kind of moving on from this person because you just had enough. Now with Mercury retrograde, it's all about communication issues. I don't know if you have been affected when Mercury retrograde usually happens, but I have been, okay, and there are communication issues. I mean, like, it can be some misunderstanding. So somebody's telling you something, and then either they meant it in a different way and you understood the wrong way, but basically it just could be misunderstandings, okay? Communications, misunderstanding. Now, I feel like your intuition is very high at the moment, okay? And you feel like this person is kind of playing up at the moment, but you are really trusting the process, and you know the karma is always working. So whatever this person has done to you and is still doing to you, okay, you know that it will come back and bite them later on, okay? So you're not really kind of worried about that, but you know that karma is always working. Now, you could be dealing with the earth sign, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or this could be your sign, or this could be somewhere in your chart or their chart. Okay, so let's see. Let's find out more about this person, okay? Because clearly this person cares about you, but I feel like they're... Okay, well, I feel like when it comes to finances, they are terrible. And for some of you, this person could have some sort of gambling addictions. Okay, so I have the Fool in reverse, I have Two of Wands, and then I have the Sun, and then I also have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Now, as I mentioned before, this person, you know, they are a risk taker, but they're taking risk, but not in the right way. So, for example, they are, when it comes to gambling or wasting or spending money, they just don't really know when to stop, and they are willing to risk whatever it takes just to kind of keep on going forward with gambling or spending money, whatever the situation it is. Now, with Two of Wands, now that you decide to move on from this person, there is somebody coming your way. Now, for some of you, there could be this person needed to make a decision. So it's either you or you're gambling. Or, as I mentioned before, for some of you, this person, they promised you so many times that they will change, and they haven't. And then I feel like for some of you, you actually give them the last warning, like either it's me or the gambling, excuse me. I feel like this person is going to stutter a lot when you're going to have a serious conversation with them. So for some of you, it could be that, you know, they have to decide or choose between you and their addiction. And for others of you, I feel like you just decide in yourself what to do. Should you give another chance to this person, or should you just move on with your life? Because for some of you, I feel like you're just in doubt. You just feel like there is not much point being with this person because you gave them so many chances and they haven't changed yet. So I see somebody kind of trying to balance or kind of really think carefully what they're going to do or what they have to do next. But with the Sun, I feel like you're very positive, and then even if this person doesn't seem to change, you somehow knew it because your intuition is very high, and you still kind of prepare yourself mentally, and somewhere deep down in your heart, you knew that this is going to happen, and somehow you kind of feel relief that somehow you had to kind of go alone ahead on your own path. This is what I'm picking up. Take it how it resonates and leave the rest for others. But despite everything, you're still very confident. You're doing really well for yourself, and you're very happy. Now, for others of you, I feel like this person, yes, is going to change, and everything is going to be very, very good in your relationship. Once you sit down and have a proper conversation, and you kind of give them the last warning, I feel like this person really realizes, oh my goodness, I don't want to lose this person, because what am I going to do without them? And they will change. They're going to put a lot of effort in. And for some of you that they are having like big issue with gambling, I feel like they're going to ask for help, and they're going to get better. And I feel with you being on their side, everything will be just fine for some of you. And for some of you, as I mentioned before, things are going to get really great in your relationship. And some of you, actually, you're going to get pregnant. And yes, so this is great. Now, with the Knight of Pentacles, for some of you, I feel like by the time this person, this person is taking time when it comes to changing their behavior. Some of you, you don't really have that patience, in them to see if they're going to change or not. So, I don't know, for some of you, I feel like this person, you just don't really think they're going to change, and for some of you, yes, you will be blown away that yes, they will change. But for others of you, you are not going to see those changes in their behavior, so you're just pretty much going to just leave them be. You're not going to waste your time, as I mentioned before. Okay, so I'm going to see for those of you that you kind of deciding to move on from this person. How long will it take, for example, for this person to kind of change their behavior? Because clearly this is a long process, and especially when it's time to take a break. See, there you go. So I think it's going to take a long time until this person is going to change their behavior, or until you're going to see some sort of changes. But for some of you, you are going to stay positive, have a lot of faith, and really trust your person. But for others of you, I feel like, no way, I'm not going to stick around for that long, because I really feel like I need a break. You really drag me down. You messed up my finance as well. Maybe for some of you, this person, they were just using you for finance. But yes, so this is what I'm seeing here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon in another video. Bye.